So it's been 1 year and 7 months, and now I finally have this beautiful book on my hands, and I am way to nervous to start this. Oh, I am Almas, by the way, and it's been a while. Hello, I'm back, and welcome to me reading my most anticipated book of the year, that is Every Spiral of Fate by Tara Mafi. And I am so excited to read this. And so here's how the vlog will go. I will take you along as I read and expect me crying, expect me screaming, expect quotes, and expect me doing both crying and screaming at the same time. So if you don't want anything at all, any spoilers, any quotes, then you can skip to the spoiler free section where I will be sharing all my overall thoughts about the book without giving anything away. She's saying this was meant to be the eve of her wedding day, and she'd never imagined such a day, such a night could be so bleak. She felt alone and confused and distracted, and the only person she wanted to speak with was refusing to see her. And I know that is Cyrus. Cyrus is taking a bath in the adjoining room, and Huda is here, and she keeps on repeating the word naked. So Aliza can't help but imagine Cyrus naked, and she gets flustered. Aliza, you're down bad. You're down bad, girl. But that is so funny. Aliza, my dear, you're clearly swooning right now, and I understand. I clearly understand. What? 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 Cyrus had nothing to wear for his wedding because he never commissioned one, and Aliza made it, made the wedding outfit. She made the wedding outfit by herself. I thought in the first chapter when she was making when she was stitching something, I thought that she was making a dress for her for herself, but she was making it for Cyrus. I can't. Cyrus, Cyrus, Cyrus. Who does that? She just told you that she stitched the wedding outfit for you herself, and you said, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. This girl, she she labored over this ensemble for countless hours, distracting her disordered mind with every tedious stitch. She'd poured her heart in its design, had imagined him vividly in its making. She'd silently wept while cutting the patterns, agonized over every decision with more care than she had for anything she'd made in her life. And if you don't wear this, Cyrus, if you don't wear this, I will kill you. She just came into the room after wearing her wedding gown, and Eliza entered the hall, and Cyrus really made a sound, something rough and desperate. He did his best to don a neutral aspect, but as she drew forward, he lost control of his defenses. He was losing the strength to even stand. Indeed, the more he saw of her, and the more paralyzed he became, or else he might have backed away in self defense. He could not describe her beauty. My god. I feel like crying. Feels so bad for Cyrus. He drank her in with all the refinement of an idiot, rendered so thick with awe he almost regretted his black uniform. Yes, yes, dude, you should regret it. Oh my god. He said it would be simpler for him to lay down and die for her than to convey the enormity of all he felt in her presence. My dude, Cyrus. I have I've ceased to exist. I don't exist anymore. This is torture. This is plain torture. So instead he said nothing. I think I will be imagining punching Kamran repeatedly throughout this video, throughout the whole vlog. Because what do you mean what do you mean he just came and he said, "You are magnificent," bowing to kiss her knuckles. "Your beauty is unequaled, unparalleled. Shut up." This chapter is a torture. I was so excited for their wedding chapter, but what? Cyrus is so hurt. Cyrus is acting like an idiot, but he's so hurt. He he just saw Kamran kiss Elisa's hands, and he's like, how easily the prince had touched her, how easily he'd taken her hands, touched his lips to her skin, how easily they fit together in their finery. Cyrus would look like a demon standing beside her. Cyrus, what? I want to punch Kamran. I want to punch him so bad. This man, he he's supposed to be the king. He's supposed to be the prince, but he does not know. But he's so stupid because how can you not read the room? This idiot. He just said whenever he opens his mouth, I feel like he just this is his second dialogue this in this book. This is his, this is the second time he's speaking in this book. I'm only at 16%, and I already feel like punching him. How am I going to go through this book and hear him speak? I'm actually really curious about Hazan, and I have expectations for this book, and I have several. I want Aliza Cyrus to kiss, and I have searched the word kiss on my Kindle, and I know what's going to happen. I'm smiling from pain right now. Um, Only God knows that I am his strongest soldier because I'm reading this. My other expectation was that I'll get to know more about Hazan because he's very interesting. Only he is speaking to Cyrus right now, and it seems that Hazan knows a great deal about the Blood Oath and how Cyrus is so miserable because he loves Eliza, and he's like, it's rather unfortunate for all of us that I do understand you. And I want to know about him, and I'm really curious about him. Cyrus is such a such a yearner. I think every time Kyra picks up a pen and writes about um Aliza describing Cyrus or Cyrus describing Aliza, her pen is on fire. Her hands are on fire. I mean, it's extraordinary. So it's so beautiful. I mean, The words are so beautiful. The way she describes them is so enchanting. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by Iblis's bride? Bride of Iblis. What do you mean by that? This is getting out of hand. Cyrus, you need to pull yourself together, man. Just because Hazan and Huda are trying to make Cyrus agree to dance with Eliza on their wedding day, and Cyrus wouldn't agree, and he instead let Kamran dance with Eliza. His bride danced with Kamran on their wedding day. Oh my god. Eliza is had fallen to her knees before him, and she's crying for him, and she's so sorry that Cyrus has to go through all this, and the poor babies. And he's saying, "Please stop," he said, backing away with terror. "I beg you, don't do this to me. Don't do this. I'm not worthy of your tears. You owe me no apologies. I am but the devil's parasite. I am a blighted soul." They are both so tortured, so precious, so endearing. I love them so much. And I just wish that they had even a moment of peace in their life, because all they've been doing is suffer all their lives, and feel so sad for them. Riza is such a sweetheart. She said, "I will not forsake you." She cried, her eyes glittering with fresh tears. I am not deaf. This chapter is so good. She said, "I will not forsake you." She cried, her eyes glittering with fresh tears. I am not indifferent to your suffering. I am your wife. I do not wish to leave you. Aliza is so thirsty for Cyrus that she is jealous of his clothes. This girl. This man, Kamran, he's making me physically sick now. Why? Why does he have to always kiss her hands in front of Cyrus? I mean, dude. I think there's going to be nothing left of my patience. He's testing each and every one of them. Aliza is Aliza is so in love with Cyrus. She feels so strongly for him, and it's so clear. I love them so much. It's so obvious that she loves him. It says, heavens, she could hardly think of him without feeling as if she'd been punctured by starlight. Even now, her pulse quickened at the thought of him. Eliza was growing every day more distracted by the need to draw near him. How content she might be if he'd only allow her to walk toward him. How grateful she'd be for the simple pleasure of sitting next to him. Like, Tyra writes so beautifully. I told you, her hands are on fire when she writes about them. The whole paragraph is so beautiful, and it's so evident that she really cares about Cyrus, and I feel so good. Eliza's thoughts are getting heated now. The relationship between Cyrus and his dragons is so cute. And this whiplash of emotions that I'm getting right now, Tahereh Mafi. One moment I'm crying because of Cyrus, and one another moment I'm laughing. What are you trying to do? Is I'm actually tearing up right now. Cyrus is so sweet. The reason why the the dragons and Cyrus have such a such a good relationship is Cyrus because the dragons some dragons are abandoned by their dens, and these injured dragons are out and they eventually die, and Cyrus felt bad for them, and he begged his parents to bring those dragons to him so that he might care for them and so that he might look after them and not let them die. So sweet. Aliza is so cool. The way she commands her people, like she does not have experience because this is all new to her. But she knows how to command the audience because she has she is born leader. She has that level of emotional intelligence that she can understand um, what her people are going through, and she's just she's the perfect female main character. Cyrus Cyrus is such a lover boy. Like Eliza just laughed and he looked at her and he wanted to see if she laughed again. But she sighed and he withered. He felt there were too many queens in this world and none of them are equal. It's true, none of them are comparable to Eliza. Eliza is extraordinary. No one can compare. Cyrus looked up to find Hassan staring at him, his eyes glinting with dark humor. Taken any bad falls lately? The Jinn asked dryly. You appear to be in pain. Eliza spun around in her chair, scanning Cyrus for damage. What do you mean? She said. Cyrus, are you hurt? Hassan smiled. They are, they are so adorable. And Hassan, I love Hassan. Hassan is so funny. The love I have for them. Oh, he is so precious. Cyrus just left because he did not want his fortune to be read, and Ovid is asking if he's angry with him for eating Cyrus's biscuits. The Mazan said, yes, I think that must be it. Cyrus is comparing himself. Cyrus is comparing himself to a moth because a moth does not need to be touched to be killed, and he says that that is what it feels like. In her presence, I'm easily killed, returned over and over to dust. And the soldier he's explaining to is losing his mind because he's comparing himself to a moth. And, and he thinks Cyrus is a lunatic. He just he just called Cyrus a shit boy. Elisa is talking with the soldiers, and Cyrus is silently praying that no one would call him a fucking more than a peasant. Elisa. Elisa is admiring the view of the Arya Mountains, and she's looking at it. And Cyrus is looking at her. And while she's saying, "Is it not a small miracle to bear witness to such beauty?" He said, "Yes," while looking at her. They were planning, okay, so they're talking about giving them a cottage to stay for their duration of time. And they were planning on giving Eliza the bigger cottage. And but when Cyrus told them about him being a moth, they decided that he loves her and they should be given the smallest cottage, which is their favorite, which is the most beautiful cottage. And they decided to give it to them. And Cyrus is panicking because he's scared of his wife. Because Cyrus is scared of his wife. Akbar just Akbar is so funny. He just said he just asked Cyrus if he has performances. He just asked Cyrus if he has performance anxiety. He's like, and it's a lot of bloody pressure, isn't it? She being the literal savior of our people and so on. I'd likely have a bit of performance anxiety myself. They would keep each other's secret. I love the romance between Cyrus and Hazan. I love it more than I loved the relationship between Kamran and Hazan. I love it more than that. And I love it so much. And Aliza's so jealous. Aliza is jealous because Hazan and Cyrus are confiding in each other and they're keeping each other's secret. And she's jealous. I actually cried. Like, Tahereh writes these things so beautifully when I love it when she's describing Eliza Cyrus moments. Like, it's so beautiful. She wrote this quote. She wanted to cross the room to him. She wished she might unlock his chest, push apart the curtains of his ribs, and take a closer look at his heart. She feared, with ever increasing terror, that she might find it forged from something finer than gold. Now now that, that is a masterpiece. Aliza is immune to the fire. She does not burn if she's in the proximity of the fire. So she just put her hand into the fire, and she is casually saying that, "See, everything is fine." And her sleeves are on fire. And when she sees that her sleeves are on fire, she's like, "Oh, my sleeves are on fire. It's completely ordinary." And everyone around her are shocked because they're seeing it for the first time, and that is so extra. He Ariza just put a hand into the fire, so Cyrus was very young. He was like, he was he was frozen there, and he asked if she's all right. And when she smiled at him and said, "Oh, I'm fine," and he just melted and sat down. Like, come on, come on. And Elisa's such a sweetheart. I love her so much. She She has been feeling very comfortable because she's always cold. She has eyes and veins, so she's always cold, and she does not know what it feels like to be warm. She That is the reason why she sits by the fire always. And when she discovers that now she does not feel that coldness within her, uh, she smiles and she says, "Is this what it feels like for the rest of you? Do you feel this comfortable all the time?" She's so sweet. Which chapter is this? Okay, so this is the 31. This is chapter 31, and I've been waiting for chapter 33 because everyone told me that chapter 33 is really, really good. And Alicia is not affected at all. She's like, okay, there's a small bed. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna take a bath and where are our trunks right now? And I know for the fact that Elisa is also freaking out inside. I know it. She's just not letting it show because she's also a freaky girl. We have seen it. We have seen her thoughts, and we know what she's feeling right now. She's just not letting it show. And Cyrus is right now spiraling in front of us, and it's oh god, I love this. What is happening? What is happening? Yes, yes. When would you kiss her? He has done so many things in his dream. He has done everything in his dream, but he has not kissed her in reality. It's just inside his head. Cyrus, gotta move. Fuck off. Oh, I have not even read the whole thing that Kamran is spewing right now. And I don't even want to read it because he just said, I am to be her actual husband someday. I want to burn this. Oh, she said, I appreciate your concern. Truly, I do, sir. And she touched the prince's arm as if to soothe him, and he leveraged this opening to take her hands, drawing her closer. Kamran, can you just kill yourself? Please, please. Every time I hear him say something, the level of annoyingness goes higher and higher. This, oh my god, oh my god. Cyrus, I'm beginning to sympathize with you because this dude is every time he looks at her, he is like, I'm suffering a stroke. The dagger is through my throat. I am dying inside. Something. I have to leave right now. I can't look at her. He is dying he is trying not to kill himself half of the time and he's with Aliza. And it is, oh my god. He just, what the fuck? Oh my god. He just asked her if, he just asked her, am I so undeserving of your mercy? He said, drawing a hand over his eyes, his nose, his mouth. He is literally banging his forehead against the wall. He is literally banging his forehead against the wall. He's so anguished right now because he he wanted to devour. He just said, if you truly were my wife, you would know the difference. Sir, I would like to know the difference. I would like to know it. I, oh my god. He just said, I say this once, Angel, for I feel you should be warned. No man alive has ever loved a woman the way that I love you, and I would rather die, damned as I am, than disgrace us both with the pitiful unrequited performance of my heart. No man alive has ever loved a woman the way I love you. Oh my God. No man alive has ever loved a woman the way I love you. No one alive. I knew that this was going to be my undoing. I knew that this was going to undo me. I, oh my God. I want this to be injected into my veins. And the way he said it, and I love you, Tara. I love you. I love you so much. And that was chapter 33. 5 days since that. 5 days since Cyrus told Eliza that he loved her. 5 days that he'd been sleeping fully dressed by the front. He's sleeping by the front door. He's sleeping by the front door. What will I do with you, Cyrus? What? Hazard is so sarcastic. Yes, sire. Whatever you say, sire. I just want for once for Eliza to be mad at Kamran. And she tells him off, and because he is always gloating in front of Cyrus that he is going to marry Eliza after she kills Cyrus. And I cannot read that. It's just, it's too much for my heart. I just can't read that. I don't want to punch him down. I won't kill him. I wish he'd just stab himself and I'll be really happy. I'll be really satisfied. It will be my favorite moment in the book. Kamran. Kamran is a sick person. I am so, so annoyed with him right now. I'm this close to pushing him off the cliff. And, oh my God, he just asked Cyrus, tell me how it feels to sleep every night in the bed of another man's wife. Mind you, Cyrus is Eliza's husband, not you. I'm so sad for Cyrus. Indeed, he could hardly even remember who he'd been a year ago. His dreams had been so different, his hopes so peaceful. Never in his wildest imaginings could he have envisioned this life, this fate for himself. Now he was marred beyond recognition, tortured beyond description, racing every day for the moment he might at last be allowed to kneel before his wife so she might finally kill him. I just want peace for him. Just want peace for him. He deserves that. Every time Cyrus talks about him dying or him being honored to be killed by Eliza, I feel like crying because it's so sad. He just said if the purpose of his life could be distilled to this, that he was to die so that she might live, he might depart this world contented. Iblis is calling Eliza his bride. I am scared. I am scared to read what happens next. Because why is he calling her his bride? Cyrus laughed. Cyrus laughed. Cyrus laughed. Oh my God. He's smiling and I feel like crying. His enormous, unbridled smile was a cruel shock to her system, for it shattered the armor he wore, rendering him glorious in the aftermath. He appeared at once younger and lighter, having set down his shields and his shining eyes and soft expression were so unaffected that she could see how he might have laughed all the time in another life. Eliza was mesmerized by this discovery. She'd never seen him experience a moment of true happiness, and the longer he smiled. Hello, it's the same day. It's not another day. I'm just going out right now. That's why I change of clothes. And but I have some time to read. So these, these people are so funny. But I know me. They are. I love them. I whenever they're talking together, it's so funny. Like Huda was just reciting the prophecy that was written that just got revealed just now, and she was reciting it in a very dramatic manner. So after she finished it, Omid cheered and Huda took off. Okay, so wow. Okay, what if? Oh my God, what if? Okay, so there are how many people? Huda, Omid, Hazan, Kamran, and Saris? No, Dean. Okay, so five people are there, excluding Cyrus because he is touched by the rebels, so he can't pledge fealty to Eliza, and he can't sack. If even one of those five are not honorable and they are not willing to die for Eliza, no one will survive. Okay, so they are in front of a huge door right now, and all of these five people that are ready to sacrifice their life for Eliza have to knock on it. And it says that a knock from each of the honorable five will unlock the door, or none will survive. What if Kamran is not honorable? I mean, wait. I mean, okay. I mean, I I say this. Um, I say this that he's annoying, but I don't hate that man. But I still, because he's so annoying, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, he's okay. I really liked him in the first book, and I like him. I like him. I still like him. It's just he's so annoying, and I just can't help but think that he's not honorable. Oh my Cyrus, Omi just told Aliza that I knew I'd die for you the day you spared my life. I'll never forget for as long as I live how nearly I killed him. And Cyrus heard this, and Cyrus heard this, and he's like, "What did you say?" Cyrus is so outraged. He's like, "That's how you two know each other." I knew this. I knew that. I knew it. I knew it. Well, it's not something to be proud of, but I knew, but I'm excited because my theory was right. This is not, it should not have happened, but well, I as I said, Kamran won't be able to open the door when he knocks, and he is just not worthy enough. And that's what happened when he knocked. Nothing happened. We, and I know this is not something to be happy about, but I knew that he was not worthy enough to do the deed, and I know that he's not willing to die for Eliza. He's just putting on airs. Eliza, Eliza said, Eliza just said she felt suddenly sick. Yes, I always feel sick when I mean, and there's anything related to Kamran. She couldn't believe she'd nearly consented to marry him. Hey, okay, you're finally seeing it, Eliza. Yes, 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 yes. Amar is such an idiot. He just yelled at Cyrus and said that, "Do you not see how you've made her upset?" Dude, it was not him that made her upset. It's you. so stupid. He's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Something is happening. Quran just asked if Cyrus. Quran just asked Cyrus, why don't you come knock at the door? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? This is it. 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 This. Wow. What? Wow. Cyrus got angry and he went to the door and he did not, he did not, he didn't even have to knock. He just stepped in front of the door and it split open. And it got split and it got split open. He just stepped there and it happened. He did not even have to knock. He loves her that much. He just, poor baby. He just told Kamran after the door opened, he just said, what do you know of sacrifice? Yes, tell him, tell him, tell him. He does not know anything. Eliza is so upset. Eliza is so anguished that he is not speaking with her for since 5 days, and still he loves her and he's willing to die for her. She's so sad. She wants to talk to him. So she reached within her mind and telepathically she just said thank you. And Cyrus, Cyrus, who'd been walking away from the newly opened entrance, stiffened as if he'd been shot. This guy, every time she speaks, every time she smiles, every time she's looking at him, he gets shot multiple times. Every time. If this is not down badism, then I don't know what is. How am I supposed to move on from this? How? She said, when she said, thank you, thank you, when she said thank you telepathically, and and Cyrus just looked at her, and he replied, Angel. I can't wait to get my hands on the physical copy of this book because I need to highlight everything. I have to highlight everything. This is just, these are so, I just, I want to highlight them and I want to read it again and again and again and again and again. This is so descriptive. Everything that is happening right now in the Arya Mountains, like, not just that, the whole book is so descriptive. It's like everything, I can imagine everything so clearly. It's like movie in my mind. It's that descriptive. And I love Tahereh Mafi's writing. I love it so much. And it has gotten so better. Like I had loved Chardonnay series and I still love them. It was a really good book, but she has improved so much. Like the writing has gotten so beautiful, and it's just too beautiful, and you have to acknowledge it. Yes, you don't have any right to speak. Oh my god, she said it. She said it when Kamran said, um, that forgive me. I know I have no right to speak to you or ask you for anything. And she said, then perhaps you should not. gagged, gagged, gagged. Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. You go, Queen. I know. I love this so much. And I'm so happy. What is the matter with this man? What is the matter with this man? I. Why? The. Why? 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 Yes. Eliza just had this thought. She said, Eliza seemed to perceive him so differently from others that she'd begun to wonder whether everyone else was blind or perhaps stupid. Yes, but clock him, clock him, clock him. And Huda just defended Cyrus. This is monumental. Huda interrupted him and said, "What has he said to persuade you of this feeling?" asked Huda, drawing closer. "His many recent remarks have been quite helpful, actually. Meanwhile, he's proven entirely useless." Yes, yes, clock him, clock him. But this stupid man, is still harping on about how Cyrus orchestrated all this, how Cyrus might be responsible for all the troubles that they're experiencing because he knows too much because of the devil. And Cyrus just said, the Prince of Ardonia was not, in fact, an idiot. Well, what is happening right now? What is happening? Oh my god. I actually feel like crying right now. This is so sad. I he just he he's been he's been tortured. He couldn't decide when he couldn't decide then what he loved most about her. He couldn't choose that he did and he needn't bother. She was unyielding tenderness, graceful strength. He wanted a life with her. He was afraid to even fashion it into thought. He wanted time with her he would never have. He wanted moments he did not deserve, where she was everything, he was nothing. And now this was more apparent now. I was just telling them everything. Because even if he does not, he has already lost everything. He just wants to, he just wants to warn Eliza that it is over. That he is, Cyrus is dying right now and I knew that he was going to die because it seemed inevitable. Like, I knew that he was going to die, but this is so, so sad. This is so sad. So sad right now. I'm actually crying. She felt raw for having received his pain, desperate for being unable to save him, ashamed for ever having doubted him, and she didn't know what to do. This man, as he's dying, he just said, I beg you now, with my last breath, not to cry for me. I am unworthy of your tears. I've failed my family, my people, and my very humanity, but there is no greater disgrace upon my soul than knowing that I have failed you. I know I'm not supposed to laugh, and this is sad. I should not laugh, but I had seen on Twitter a collection of memes that were related to this book, and in that meme, in that in that post, there was a meme where a SpongeBob was floating in the air, and yeah, and this is exactly what's happening right now to Cyrus. Now I understand. I should probably sleep. It's very late, but what is happening now? What is happening right now? Oh my god, he's so this Iblis. Iblis is Iblis is so deluded right now. He's asking Alisa, "Are you not pleased to meet me? I thought you'd be pleased. You are always you have always tormented her ever since she was born, and you think that she would be pleased to meet you, right? She'd be pleased to meet you. Sure." So Cyrus is alive. He is well. He's not well. He is inside his head, and Eliza is trying to talk with him through telepathy. So she can feel something inside her, and she thinks that he's alive and he's well. He's not well. He's not well. He's not well. He is inside, and he's still alive. I mean, I knew that he was gonna be alive. I mean, yeah. Uh, I know that. I mean, we have seen how Tahereh Mafi promoted the book with R.I.P. Cyrus. Every time she posted something related to every spiral of fate, it was always with R.I.P. Cyrus. Even the party that she had right now, the release party, the backdrop was with R.I.P. Cyrus. So it was very evident. It was very evident that Cyrus was gonna die. Mrs. Amina is dead. Um, hmm. Well, good riddance. This is so. This is so sad. Cyrus is putting up a fight. He is not dying because he wants to be killed willingly by Aliza and not by the devil. He wants to be killed by her, and that is why he is doing it. She told Cyrus she is telepathically trying to tell him that you once told me you had a theory. You claimed that if you were badly wounded, I would save you. Do you remember? You said that I wouldn't be able to leave you behind, and that I told you then that you were wrong. I said I'd leave you there and run for my life. Do you remember? And there's another spark of heat. I lied, she said. She just stabbed Iblis, and she pushed him down by his throat and said, "How dare you?" This is me fangirling. I love Aliza. She's so strong. She's so cool. I love her. Wow. Wow. I did not imagine this. I wow. My mind is blown right now. Wow. Aliza just said, "You will make a deal with me, or you will remain in this purgatory for as long as I live." Oh my god! She said, "You will let Cyrus's father go. You will release him from his horrible bargain. You will not murder the people of." She's so. She, I love her so much. I love Elise. I will never love a female lead as much as I love Elisa. She lowered her mouth to his ear. Do you think I'm incapable of torture? Did you think my tender heart would not bear it? Fear not, for I will comfort myself each time I bring you back to life with the memories of all you did to my innocent husband, and I will happily drive this dagger through your heart over and over again until the day I die. I'm swooning right now. I love her so much. Oh my god. He smiled at her. It's done? It's over? That's it? I can't believe that it's over. And I can't believe that I don't have the next book in my hand. That I will have to wait for a year or even more because it's not confirmed when it's going to be released. How will I wait that long? I have no idea. But at least Cyrus is alive, so there's that. I think I'm gonna go sleep now. My head hurts. I will probably cry myself to sleep after what I've just read now. And yeah. Hello, and welcome to the spoiler free section of the video, where I will be talking about what I thought of every spiral of fate without giving anything away. And before I do that, I would like to explain what the book is actually about, what this Woven Kingdom is actually about, for those who have not read the book yet. So, this is a Persian mythology based YA fantasy book. I mean, it is, it says that it's YA, but it does not feel like it's YA. It leans towards a little bit new adult, in my opinion, but they are selling it as YA. So, it is a YA fantasy. So, it is a YA fantasy inspired by Persian mythology, where this girl, my girl, Aliza, is a long lost jinn queen who is in hiding, and she is working as a servant, and she is not a messy female lead. She just wants peace. But this girl, she has not she has not seen peace ever in her life. Ever since she was born, she has been hunted, and she has not seen peace in her life, and that's all that she wants. But no, she does not get peace. um she gets sighted by the prince of Adunia, Kamran, and he sees her and he instantly becomes suspicious, and then he digs into her. He finds out, he has these suspicions, he finds out more about her, and from that moment, everything starts spiraling in Aliza's life, and everything is changed. So, yeah, there is court politics, forbidden romance, and destiny that she can't escape. It is insane. I love the concept of the book, and it's one of my favorite series, and I would really recommend this. Everyone who likes fantasy should read this book. If you're going to this, expect top level writing. Tahereh is insane in this book. I her writing is so beautiful. If I had to rank these books, I would rank this Every Spiral of Fate and this Infinite Threads together, and then I would rank All This Twisted Glory, and then this Woven Kingdom. But Tahira just writes with this lyrical intensity, that just seeps into your bones, and I actually it is so beautiful writing that I found myself highlighting every other page. It's so beautiful. It's so poetic. She just has way with words. And if you've read Shatter Me, this one is on another level. She's really improved, and you can see that in her writing. I loved Shatter Me, but I love the series even more than Shatter Me. And going into this, I expected plot. I wanted there to be something, like I wanted the plot to go further, because let's be honest, the previous two books, while they were great, I rated all of them 5 stars. But while they were great, there was very little plot in them. Um, and it was basically filler, so we did not really get much. But this book had plot, and it was great. It was amazing, and it delivered. I kind of expected certain things, but also not at all. And if you've read this book, you will know what I mean. There were a lot of things that surprised me. I knew that certain things were going to happen, but they still surprised me, and it was great. The plot did go forward, and it was not stagnant. It and the pacing was also better than the previous two books. In the second book, the whole book was set in the span of 3 to 4 days, and in the third book, it was also 3 to 4 days plus a month in coma, and then just one day. Yeah, and then just yeah, it was really slow, and this one is not slow. This one is well done. The pacing is good. Okay, so I was editing my video right now, and I noticed something just after this segment. um Everything that I said, everything I have I was yapping for an hour, and everything that I said, you can't hear anything, because something happened to the video, and now you can't hear anything at all. And I was yapping for an hour, and I will have to record it again. And it's been days since I recorded that. Hello. I don't even remember what I said in the original video, so I I'll just I'll just talk about the book, I guess. uh, so yeah, I just finished talking about the plot. I remember that because I was just editing the video, and yeah. So let's talk about yearning. Because I really don't remember what I said in the original video, so I just I just say whatever's popping into my head right now. Let's talk about yearning. The main highlight for me in the book was yearning. Sarah Mafi does yearning like no one else. It's beautiful, it's torturous, and it completely wrecked me. Cyrus is the yearner. No one yearns like he does. I remember that every chapter that I read, Cyrus was spiraling, and I was also spiraling with him because of how intense the yearning was. This is the slowest burn I have ever read. I like it crosses the Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. That it crosses that book's slow burn, and it crosses the Jasad Air's slow burn. It's the slow burn of the year. I mean, this entire year, this is like the best slow burn that I've read. If you like a book that has very, very, very slow burn, then you would like this book. And if you like yearning, if you like intense, intense, intense yearning, then you would love this book. You would go crazy for this book. So please pick it up. Also, another surprise for me was that it was really funny. This book was extremely funny, probably the funniest book in the series, and I was howling with laughter. These characters are comedians. I had the time of my life while reading this book. I even while I was editing, I was laughing because my head was spinning. One second, I was crying my eyes out, and another, I was laughing my ass off. It was wild, and I don't even know how I survived it. Overall, this book gave me everything. It had plot, it had romance, it had yearning, it had torture, mainly for me and Cyrus, and it had humor. It was all there, and I was satisfied. If I could rate this book 6 stars, I would, and I do not know how I'm going to wait for the next book. Okay, so let's move into the spoilery section because I don't remember what to say for the spoiler free section anymore. And yeah, let's move into the spoilery section. Let's talk about Kamran. Um, every time, like for 90% of the book, I wanted to punch him. I wanted to kill him. I wanted him to kill himself. Somehow he got even more annoying than the other two books. I had found him annoying, but he did not piss me off that much. And this book tested all my limits and crossed them all. And I absolutely loved it when Huda clocked him, and I loved it when Hazan was cutting him off because he did not deserve any screen time, and yes, he had too much screen time. Last two books had his POVs. This book did not, so that was good. I could not have handled his point of views, but still, he had too much POV. He had too much screen time, in my opinion. Every time I was trying to remind myself, no, this man is not that bad. He is fine. But this man was determined to piss me off, and he did that. He did that. He accomplished that. Cyrus did not deserve this annoying rat on his face every 5 minutes. I'm sure there will be his redemption arc. He was shaken during the last 5 minutes of the last chapter, but I don't care. Uh, every time he was on screen, I felt bad for Cyrus because that man was that man was spiraling and he was turning into a dust over and over again just by looking at Eliza, and Kamran just fueled the fire. Half of the book, Cyrus was just staring into the wall, or he was just trying not to kill himself. It was funny, but it was also sad. I did not know whether I should laugh or cry. This man, this man got to be with his wife in this beautiful small cottage with one bed. But what did this man do? This man sat in front of the door, staring at the door the whole night without even taking off his shoes for 5 days straight. And as soon as the sun rose, he left. He left the cottage. He ran from the cottage, and after telling Eliza that no man alive has ever loved a woman like he does. Crazy, crazy. He is crazy. Also, him describing that he was like a moth was hilarious. And every time screen time, every time he got his scenes, I was howling with laughter. I loved Akbar, and I wish he had gotten Kamran's screen time because that would have been way better. I want to see him more in the next book. He was hilarious, and he the way he teased Cyrus every time he met him about him turning into a dust. It was so funny. This man, he is so compassionate. Both Aliza and Cyrus are compassionate, but this man is. I did. I mean, this man should have a villain arc. The way everyone has treated him, the way everyone hates him, everyone in the series, every character has said something rude to him, has said something that he does not deserve to hear. And this man took it. He took it. He did not even defend himself because he can't. Because of Iblis. He can't defend himself, but he took it. And he still, even after being tortured, even after sacrificing everything, he took everything. He took all the torture, he took all the mean words, he took everything. And he is he's so precious. He Everything that he's doing for the people of Tulan, and he is doing for his mom and dad, so that his mom and dad reunite. And this dude is so precious. And this is the guy. This is the man whose brother left him. I hate Bijan. I hate his brother. And I love everyone in this book, but that guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I find Kamran annoying, but I don't hate him. But I hate Bijan. Cyrus and Eliza, they have been suffering their whole life. They have been suffering. They did not get a moment of peace in their life, but they still have so much love, so much compassion inside them. It's very, very admirable. And I just want to see domestic Ariza Cyrus. I just want them to be happy, and I just wish them peace. I just wish them peace, but that is not going to happen because next book is the last book, and Aliza just outsmarted Iblis. She just outsmarted Iblis, and she has now made Iblis her enemy, and hell is going to break loose. But there's a good thing that Cyrus is free now. Cyrus is free from Iblis, and now they can make out. And now they are free to not just yearn but actually be together. And I can't wait for that to happen. I want them to. I do not want any more yearning. I want them to be together as soon as the book starts. In the first two chapters, I want it to be done. Well, I can't take anymore. I can't take it. I can't take Cyrus torturing himself anymore. I want them together. It has to happen. It has to happen, Tahereh Mafi. It has to happen. Also, let's talk about Hassan. We I was expecting to know more about Hassan um this book, but we did not get to learn more about Hassan. We just have more questions about Hassan. He is still a mystery, and yeah, I want to know more about him. And it was very interesting that Hazan seemed to know how exactly Cyrus was feeling during the initial stages of his blood oath. Like, he seemed to know, he seemed to relate to Cyrus' suffering. I am curious to know why. Why does he know? Why has he ever taken a blood oath? I want a book about Hazan. I just want a book entirely about Hazan. I want Tyra to do a shatter me on this one and write books and books and books about Hazan and Aliza Cyrus. I won't complain. Also, I loved Hazan and Cyrus's relationship in this book. I had not expected that, and it was a good surprise. It was very sweet, and I adored it. I adored it. The way Hazan kept on teasing Cyrus. First, he was sympathetic to Cyrus, to Cyrus's suffering. But then he was like, I have had enough of this. I have had enough of this yearning, and you have to get your shit together and talk to Eliza. And he did not do that. So Hazan just kept on teasing, and Hazan just did his own digging and found out about Cyrus and tried to explain, tried to. Hazan even tricked Cyrus into telling that he is not bad, that even animals love Cyrus and animals bring him apricots because that's apparently Cyrus's favorite fruit. And everyone was shocked except Kamran. He got tired of hearing about um, Cyrus's good stuff, and he interrupted it. He ruins everything, so that was not surprising, but I was sad. Anyway, Hazan was number one Eliza Cyrus shipper, and I loved it. I it I love Hazan. I love Hazan. I want more of him, and it he was just chef's kiss. Perfect. Perfection. I Now let's talk about the ending. I had expected I actually had expected Cyrus to die. As I said in the blog, I expected Cyrus to die, but I did not expect the devil to possess him. That was a torture. That destroyed me. That destroyed me. By the way, I I I was panicking. I knew that he was going to. I knew that he was going to be revived by Eliza, but I was panicking. I was so sad for Cyrus. He has suffered enough, and he did not deserve that. But that was, I think, hopefully, that was Cyrus's end of suffering. He won't suffer anymore. Please, let's not make him suffer anymore, Tyra. Please. he has had enough. I i don't think I, even if Cyrus can handle that, I don't think I can. I Please double Cyrus's suffering and give it to Kamran. I don't care. Give it to him or give it to Bijan. I don't care. I think that's it. I don't know what I talked about in the original video because how did I yap for an hour? I I am finished. I think that's it. I have probably missed a lot of stuff and I'll probably regret not talking about it later on, but it's late and I should sleep. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and whoever watched the whole thing, I love you. Because this was a lot. When I was making the video, I knew that there would be a lot of stuff, but while editing, oh my god, it was, even after editing, I had 2 hours worth of footage, and then I had to edit that as well. And then I got to the 1 hour timestamp, and I could not edit anymore. And I just gave up, and because there were a lot of things that I wanted to put in the video, and I just couldn't edit them all out, and that is why it's this long. And yeah, if you've seen the whole thing, I love you and thank you for watching. And even if you've not seen the whole thing, thank you for watching. I really appreciate. I had fun, and I will be doing this again maybe if you guys want. I'll be doing more reading vlogs, and yeah, please comment down what you thought about this video, and if you have any critiques, because I'm new to all this booktube thing. So if you have any critiques, please comment down below, and let's talk about this book, and let's talk about Aliza Cyrus as well. If you want to talk about any theories that you have in mind, or if you want to just talk about them, you can comment them down below, and I would love to read your thoughts. That's it. Bye.